Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Palmistry and Psychology with Akhila Murthy. For new viewers, I am an astrologer, palmist and a psychologist. I provide holistic therapy combining all these sciences. I intend to spread awareness of these sciences through my YouTube channel. So, a warm welcome to all of you. Most of my clients ask one common question, and that is about their longevity, or in simple language, will I live a long life? And I always answer, please ask, will you live a healthy life than just a long life? Today, let's talk not just about Aayu, but a healthy Aayu. According to World Health Organization, health is defined as an individual in a state of full physical, psychological, and social well-being, not just lead a life with absence of diseases. We all know that our health is determined partly by heredity, but mostly impacted by our environment and our lifestyle, which includes our immunity, stress, pollution, metabolism, and many more factors. To ensure all these factors don't affect us, we make sure we have a healthy diet, build a positive mindset, work on our physical and mental health, and so on. Today, let me educate you on how we, astrologers and palmists, use these divine sciences to decode Aayu while analyzing palms. When an individual is not feeling well, he or she consults a doctor. The first thing the doctor does is touch the person's hand and examine the hand. To be precise, this was pre-COVID era. And nowadays doctors are in PPE suits and gloves. The physical touch is comparatively reduced. Anyways, why were the doctors examining the hand and not just ask the patient their symptoms and prescribe medicines? Because the doctors are taught that the texture of the skin and the temperature of the skin act like a barometer of mood, age, health of the individual. Based on this information and additional test results, the doctors prescribe medicines. Just like MBBS doctors, even palmists are divine science doctors who examine texture of the palm, temperature, and color for initial analysis. Let's see what information as a palmist I get by checking the texture of the palm of my client. If the client's skin is soft, my understanding would be that the person is physically and psychologically vulnerable and is influenced and affected by their environment. In the sense, if there are subtle changes in the weather condition, the individual's health will get affected. Or if a new teacher is appointed, the student will get stressed and have uneasy bowel movement and rush to the washroom. Or if the individual is working and he or she is moved to a new department, then he or she might request to work from home just to avoid facing new set of people as they feel anxious. If the person's skin is rough and dry, this indicates that the individual is not strongly influenced by external factors. The next factor the palmist would check is the temperature. What does the temperature indicate? Emotional state of the person. For example, a client visits me during the winter season. I would expect the palm to be cold and dry, which is a normal scenario. But if the palms are sweaty and warm, I would interpret that the client is nervous and anxious. Of course, I would look for other indicators as well before I come to any conclusion. The next factor I would consider is the color of the palm. I hope you all have noticed that I am taking WHO norms into consideration while I am analyzing palms, physical health, psychological health, and social factors. Now let's see, what does the color of the palm indicate? Blood circulation. Red colored palm. Excessive blood circulation. What does this mean? High blood pressure, diabetes, prone to health ailments. Such people react quickly and are short-tempered. White or pale colored palms indicates a state of anxiety, anemia, iron deficiency, and so on. Bluish colored palm indicates that the person is unwell and needs to consult a medical health professional immediately for diagnosis and treatment. Yellow colored palm indicates that the person's liver isn't functioning well. The next important factor the palmist would check is the consistency of the palm. Flabby and soft palms. Such individuals lack muscle tone in their palms. Such people have the tendency to overindulge in life's pleasures like food, alcohol, and sexual activity. These people are often lazy, lack willpower to work on themselves. Thin and flat palms indicates lack of energy and stamina. Such people have low immunity levels and are prone to vitamin deficiencies. Firm hands or muscular palm. Such people are energetic, strong, active, and lead a balanced life. They show a high level of responsibility, can adapt to changes in the environment. Such people have good immunity system, so they hardly fall sick. Hard and stiff hand indicates that people with such palms do not bend under pressure, but this doesn't mean they are flexible. These people are rigid and have pent-up emotions. Such individuals are prone to stress-related problems like hypertension, heart ailments, migraines, and backaches. The next important factor I consider to understand a person's Aayu are by analyzing the lines on the palms. Few important lines must be observed before making any analysis about the Aayu of the person, like lifeline, headline, heart line, Mars line, and health line. Let's start with the most popular line, which every single client of mine is curious to know, is lifeline. As the name suggests, this line gives information about the longevity of the individual. First, I will give you the basic rules of analysis along with the wrong assumptions people have created with the limited knowledge they have acquired through these 30-second reels. The quality of the line and the length of the line must be the first step towards observation and not conclusion. What does the quality of the line mean? I would check if the line is thick or thin, deep or shallow, clear or defective. Length of the line is characterized under two segments, short or long. An ideal lifeline is defined as long, clear, and deep. But people with a short and defective lifeline won't automatically have a short life or ill health. But it does indicate that we should not take our health for granted. Let me give you an example. This is my client's palm. The lifeline is defective, to be precise, broken around 60 years of age. This indicates that the native will have ill health during his 60s. After he was informed about this, the native was concerned and he decided to improve his diet, and also work on his lifestyle. He worked very hard in getting rid of his smoking habit. The possibility of being affected by illness helped him to adopt positive lifestyle habits. He took responsibility for his health even before the symptoms appeared. You must have observed that I said the native would have just ill health no matter the lifeline was broken, and didn't conclude that the person will have a short life. This is because I had taken into consideration the other lines like Mars line, heart line, health line, and head line as well. Now let's see what is a Mars line. Mars line is also known as supporting lifeline. How do we identify a Mars line? The line or lines which run parallel to the lifeline is Mars line. This could be more than one in an individual's palm. What does a Mars line do? This line acts as an added strength for the individual when the lifeline is not strong. The Mars line reduces the bad effects of the defective lifeline. The next line to be observed is head line. The line closer to the lifeline in the middle of the palm is the head line. A good headline is long, clear, strong, and free from defects like islands, breaks, black spots. The defects indicate worry, tension, and stress-related illness. Now, as a palmist, I would correlate this information with the formation of the lifeline. Meaning, defects in the lifeline plus defects in the headline is equal chances of health problems. Now let's check the heart line. The line closer to the base of the fingers is known as heart line. Why check heart line? A person who is physically or mentally ill is usually emotionally disturbed. Therefore, to evaluate health, we also need to examine the line of heart. Heart line is also called as the barometer of emotions. It reveals how much of love and affection we give and receive. An ideal heart line should be deep, clear, and with as much less defects as possible. Here, defects may look like double lines, chains, or breaks or islands. Let me clarify one thing. Just because a heart line has defects, this doesn't mean that the native will have heart disease. Please don't jump to conclusions. For an accurate prediction, we must consider all the aspects which I mentioned earlier. The next important line I will check is the health line or the mercury line. A line which starts closer to the end of the lifeline, moves towards the little finger is known as the mercury line or health line. Ideally, it's better if this line is not present on the palm. Its presence indicates health issues. A strong mercury line indicates resistance to health problems. A weak and a fragmented line would reveal existing or potential stomach ailments. Most of the stomach-related ailments occur when individuals suppress feelings like anger, grief, frustration, and so on. This way, palmistry gives us valuable information about Aayu and Arogya. To sum up, in today's video, I explained how a divine science doctor, the palmist, would examine texture of the palm, temperature, color as initial analysis, and then start to examine specific lines like lifeline, supporting lifeline, or the Mars line, headline, heart line, and health line before predicting the Aayu. So this is how I carefully examine the palms using the divine signs to understand the longevity plus health condition of my clients. My main aim as a holistic counselor is to use the divine signs to guide people to take responsibility of their health and adopting better lifestyle habits that would enable each and every single person to enjoy a healthy, active, and productive life. If you like this episode, please share and subscribe to my channel Palmistry and Psychology with Akhila Murthy.